the drill. Jeff Eubanks Family Homestead. Alright, we're here with the next installment of our wicking tubs. Sometime back, we got them all put together. You know, you can go back and look at those videos, the stuff you need to, there'll be a link down below, stuff you need to make your little wicking tub. We're making wicking buckets. Really, this thing underneath it is what a lot of people would use for the tub, but that's just a little bit big. And, you know, we're trying to keep things small for folks that may not have a lot of room. So here we are. All right. Here is one of the tomatoes, which my bride planted as seeds and was able to grow. We've learned a lot growing our own tomatoes. It's not for everybody. You got to have room. You got to have sunshine. You got to have climate control. And we've had some weird weather. I mean, you can see how the wind is blowing. So anyway, we're going to plant our seedling down here in our wicking bucket. So what I've done, I've come in here and I've dug back more than enough for this little seedling to fit down in there. More than enough. So here's some of the dirt. I'll put it back in there. Okay, then I'm gonna do me a little doodlebug hole in there. Y'all ever played as a kid? Doodlebug, where you been? All right, now this was bought at Home Depot. I forget what it's called, but it's biodegradable. You remember what these things was called, honey?
Something strips.
Yeah.
Zippy strips.
Zippy strip. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that whole thing right in there like so. Look at there. So we have not disturbed the root system to that little tomato at all. So now, something that my daddy, and I'm sure his daddy taught him, is you want to bury as much of that tomato stem as possible. That way it has a lot of extra space to form roots. Okay. So there you have that. All right, now for the first week or so, when you water it, you just pour it in on top, just like you'd normally water it. And because of the trajectory of my water, I'm having to walk around. And your dirt will settle, but that's all right. Now see that white stuff, that was in the soil that we put in with into our dirterator, and that holds water, holds moisture. Didn't want to quite cover it up that much, but anyway, it'll grow. So we're just putting plain old water in there. Where's my drain hole at? Over here on the front. Yeah, here's my drain hole. Now I don't know. This is roughly a 5-gallon bucket, so it would take all of this 2-gallon bucket, a watering bucket here, plus some, to get it to where it's gonna, you know, flow out that drain hole. And plus, we're probably not exactly level, but you want to saturate your soil really good. And like I said, this right here is just regular old water coming out of the tap. I've got so much organic matter in my dirt, it wants to float down there over my tomato plant. Okay, so there's 2 gallons of water that we put in there. Oh, crap. Alright, now from here on out, well, we might water it like that maybe one more time to get all this nice and saturated. But from here on out, Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Let everything get soaked, or maybe late today, but let everything settle and soak. And then from here on out, we'll pour water in here that has the Miracle Grow plant fertilizer in it. Now, Leon has a bunch of different things he uses, but you'd have to go. I looked around, I couldn't find any, and I didn't really feel like going online and ordering all that stuff. So this will work. If it works real good, next year we may go bigger. So now, oh yeah, there's water in there. We can put this wherever we'd like. We can put it right here at the end of our raised bed. Boom, done. Done deal.
Now, how often should they water with the little?
Once you get it set up, you need to water it once a week. And with the reservoir at the bottom, it will stay in the bottom. And if you get too much in there, it will drain out through that little tube. I mean, that little hole.
Now, when they water once a week, should they use water with the Miracle Grow plant food or just plain water?
Yes. Your plant should eat as often as you eat. So every time you water your plants, you should put the fertilizer in the water. Because you water them once a week, they're going to get nourishment from that water for a week. So they're eating every time you eat. That's from Leon. He said your plant should eat as often as you eat. So there you have it. And now, as your tomato plant begins to grow, you can put one of these bad boys in there. Not this way. This way. See, all you gotta do is kind of spread out the little prongs down here at the bottom a little bit. Just don't spread them too hard because these are not really strong welds that they have per se. Boom. You good. You are good. And then you could zip tie it right there. That way if you get some strong winds or whatever, it will be harder to move like that, but right there, you're good all summer. As long as you don't have indeterminate tomato plants that want to grow like 17 3/4 feet over the growing season. That's why you want to get determinate tomato plants. So now I have purchased some bush tomato plants. My granddaddy always planted bush tomato plants, and I'm going to do one of these with my bush tomato plant, just see how it does. But yeah, this is it right here in a nutshell. All is well with the farming world now. So there you have it. Have any comments, questions, whatever, put them down in the comments, and we'll address them ASAP. If I don't know the answer, we'll find somebody that does know the answer. So that's where we're at. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you stopping by on this windy Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. It's been blowing wind here for like 3 days, ever since I tried to catch that swarm that went sideways on me last week. A little heads up here on our honeybees. Last Wednesday, I was on a outing with my oldest son. We were shooting sporting clays, and I got a inquiry into a swarm of bees, honeybees, at the Cherokee County Airport. There's going to be a video up, and it's really awesome. I mean, it starts out kind of shaky. You watch the video, you'll know. But the very end of that video, where we put the bees into the hive, is just unbelievable. You need to watch it. It's well worth the 15 minutes or so. Jeff Eubanks, here on the farm, here on the homestead. Like, subscribe, share. Peace out.